Hello everybody and welcome back in for another episode of Swiss Cheese and Beats. My name is Daniel. Thank you so much for joining us. We are now on episode 7, and today for the very first time we will be learning our very first timing exercise. As many of you probably know, or for those of you that maybe don't know, there are literally 2-minute count variations of different timing exercises. And the first one that we're gonna learn is 16th note, 3-note timing. And so before we get into it, there's a couple of things we have to talk about regarding timing exercises. So first, why are timing exercises important? Well, they improve exactly what it says, which is your timing, right? We're percussionists. We're supposed to be able to play in time. That's kind of important. It's really important. There's like a running joke, probably some wind player made it up, that goes along the lines of, how do you know a percussionist is knocking at your door? Because the knock gets faster. Ugh, wind players. However, timing exercises are there for us to become comfortable and well-versed in being able to play on the beat, around the beat, on the upbeat, whatever the case is, as well as helps us get our feet in line, which is also kind of important. Now, who started timing exercises? I have absolutely no idea. In fact, for this video, let's just say that I started timing exercises. I really didn't start timing exercises. I think you already know that, but I also feel I have to throw in this disclaimer to make sure that you know that I'm not being serious. So as I stated earlier, there are many different types of variations of timing exercises, ranging from super simple to not really simple or making any sense for that matter. But I'm a big believer and proponent of the more simple is effective. You have to be able to play the simple stuff really well, really consistently. Otherwise, there's really no point in playing the more fancy things. Granted, this is just my opinion. However, after testing this on myself and many students, I would fare to say that it is true. Facts. So before we get into the timing exercises, you have to learn a pattern that you'll see across many different types of exercises called 4-2-1. And the 4-2-1 pattern is just a deduction pattern. So the way this works is this: you have said rhythm A, B, C, and D, or A, B, C, and D, and said rhythm A, B, C, and D should be played 4 counts each. So you'll play 4 counts of A, 4 counts of B, 4 counts of C, 4 counts of D. After you get done playing 4 counts of all 4 rhythms, then you go back to the beginning and you play rhythm A, B, C, and D 2 times each. So you will play A twice, B twice, C twice, D twice, and then you do that again. So you play the 2s twice. After you get done playing the 2s twice, you then go back to the beginning and you play rhythm A, B, C, and D 1 time each. So 1 count of A, 1 count of B, 1 count of C, 1 count of D, and you do that 4 times. So 16th note, 3-note timing is just all possible 3-note combinations of this rhythm, 1E and A. The first 3-note combination of this rhythm would be 1A and 2 16th notes and an 8th note. We'll call that rhythm A. The second combination is going to be 1E a 16th note, 8th note, and a 16th note. We'll call that rhythm B. The third combination is going to be 1 8th note, 2 16th notes, which would be 1 and A. We'll call that rhythm C. And the last combination will be 1 16th note rest, 3 16th notes, 4 counts E and A. We'll call that rhythm D. Now there is something that happens before we get to these partials. That's what they're called, by the way, because they are literally partials of the rhythm 1E and A. And what happens before is called a check pattern. The check pattern is there literally so that you can check yourself. I really wanted to use the Ice Cube song here, but I really don't want to get sued today. That would be a total downer. But Ice Cube, if you're watching and you get an influx of check yourself purchases, you're welcome. So the way this exercise works is we're gonna play 2 counts of check, pattern A, 2 counts of check, pattern B, 2 counts of check, pattern C, 2 counts of check, pattern D. Now that you know the 2s, the next part of the exercise will be 1 count of check, 1 count of A, 1 count of check, 1 count of B, 1 count of check, 1 count of C, 1 count of check, 1 count of D. And because we're only dealing with 2s and 1s, you're gonna play the 2s one time and you're gonna play the 1s twice. An easy way to remember this, at least for me, is I just invert the numbers. So if I'm dealing with 4-2-1, I know that the 4-2-1 inverted would be 1-2-4, which is how many times I play it. If I'm playing 2s and 1s, then those numbers would reverse, and I play the 2s once and the 1s twice. Now, there are a couple of things you need to be thinking about when you play this exercise. First of all, pattern A and pattern C. The thing they have in common is they both have 2 right hands, and those right hands are always on the downbeat and the upbeat. Pattern B and pattern D have 2 left hands, and those 2 left hands are always on the E and the Something that's super critical to play this correctly, in each of these patterns there is an odd man out, meaning you either have 2 rights and 1 left or 2 lefts and 1 right. Whatever hand you only have 1 note of, whenever you play that 1 note, that would be a downstroke. My last suggestion about this exercise is that you should play it nice and slow. If you cannot play it slow and in time, you're not gonna be able to play it fast and in time. That's just the way it works. I don't make up the rules. So I will play this exercise for you 3 times. Remember to keep an eye on where I put the downstrokes. First time will be at 90 beats per minute. Second time will be at 120 beats per minute. And the last time will be at 150 beats a minute. Ooh, maybe I should have said 140. It's a little quick. Here we go. And as always, the sheet music for this exercise is available for you for absolutely free. The link is down below. One other thing about this exercise is that when you feel you have a good grasp on it playing it off the right hand, then you should be able to play it off the left hand, which will then put all the left hands on the downbeats and upbeats and the right hands on all the E's and the U's. Trust me when I tell you that timing exercises are super important. It doesn't matter what you play, it matters how you play it. So if you play something really hard and out of time, it's just wrong. If you enjoyed this video, please so kind as to give a thumbs up. I very much appreciate it. If you have yet to do so, please hit the red button below. We are pushing our way towards the 150 mark, but when we get to 200 subscribers, we will have our very first giveaway. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.